Okay, this is the second part of a three-part series going through one of the sections of the book, The Depth of Our Connection by my dear friend Binyamin Kaufman. This is from a section called The Kuntres of Authenticity, and the name of this piece is The True Experience of Matan Torah. The Strikover Rebbe Zatzal says the following: the 3 days before Kabbalah Satorah were days of purifying ourselves, sanctifying ourselves, and preparing ourselves spiritually for the giving of the Torah. But they are not known for posterity as the Shloshes Yemei Tara or the Shloshes Yemei Kedusha. They are known throughout the generations as the Shloshes Yemei Hagbala. This is generally understood to refer to the Gvul, a border that was placed around the mountain that we were not allowed to cross. The Strikover asks, those days were vibrating with holiness. The intensity and excitement was palpable. And the way we remember them is that there was a specific prohibition of not going up onto Har Sinai. He explains it in an unbelievable way. He says that there wasn't just a gvul, a border around the mountain. There was a gvul on the people. It means that in order to receive the Torah, everyone had to be standing in a certain place, namely, the place where they were holding, as close as they were and as far as they were. From that place and from that place only could they experience Hashem and receive His Torah. If a person thought he had to be like one of the tzaddikim and stood up close, or if a person put himself down too much and stood further away, then Hashem would come at Matan Torah to find him where he truly is, and wouldn't find him there. Self-knowledge was the prerequisite for Kabbalah Satorah. Says the Strikover, it took Klal Yisrael 3 days to be honest enough with themselves to know where they were truly holding. And more than the Kedusha, more than the Tara, the main avoda is to be honest with who you are. Of course, if you're anything like me, you might need a little bit more than 3 days to really internalize this message. We look at the big maisim, the big actions, the actions of Gedolim, or even regular people that we see, because we don't realize that Hashem wants us where we are holding. We forget that HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows us and loves us when we come to Him with whatever honesty we can muster. We also put ourselves down, and we think it's a mitzvah to downplay our spiritual levels and accomplishments, because we don't realize that God's signature is truth, and He wants us to be real with who we are. We live in a world that is so estranged from intimacy and commitment that we cannot hear that these things are what a connection to Hashem is all about. To know that Hashem chooses me and wants me is a love connection so strong and intimate that we are afraid for it to be true. We are afraid it is too good to be true. We put up blocks and believe that Hashem cannot love me for who I am, that He will get angry at me and abandon me one day if I'm completely myself with Him. We make these mistakes, and it leads us to feel deep inside that the Torah is not good, for it estranges us from ourselves. But when I hear Vayar Elokim es ha'or ki tov, that Hashem sees that the light is good, that all Hashem is asking for is for me to be myself, then I too can say that it is good. Amru tzadik ki tov.